and welcome back to Zealous Hearts. I'm your host Alicia, and I'm so glad that you joined us for our third episode. This series is all about diving deep into the lives, vocations, and inspiring journeys of our Redemptorist priests. They are the shepherds who guide us with their wisdom, faith, and unwavering zeal. Today, we are truly blessed to have another incredible guest with us, and I'm sure you all can guess him. For those who are our regular mass viewers, they must be knowing him as a singing priest because he wraps up every homily with a beautiful hymn. He is none other than our ever-charming Father Cyril. Father Cyril, we are so glad to have you with us here today.
Thank you, Alicia.
Yes.
I'm also very happy to be with you today.
Thank you, Father. Father, for most of us here, you're known as the priest with the guitar. And you did make guitar a part of your post-homily ritual, right? So what's the story behind that, Father?
Yes, Alicia. Guitar is very, very precious to me. And guitar has become part of my life.
Yes.
Actually, I cannot give a homily without a guitar. Some of my companions say, this fellow can can even celebrate the Eucharist without host and wine, but not without his guitar, So that way, the guitar has become part of my life.
Yes, Father.
And why it has become so part of my life is I always like to resonate the homily with some song which reflects the homily itself.
Yes.
But it has been very hard to do it because I have been discouraged many, many times by many prominent people, but I never gave up. And so guitar has become part of my life. I can't do without the guitar.
That's very inspiring, Father. All the homilies that I've heard, I've noticed that you actually take a word or a sentence from the homily and you actually play a song related to the homily,
Yes.
which is very amazing, Father. But also, Father, with the previous conversations that we had, you mentioned that some of the songs are your own composition. Is it true, Father?
Very few.
Very few.
Very
Okay.
few compositions are mine. Some of the compositions I have forgotten also.
Okay.
Because since I have taken on myself to sing a song for every homily,
Yeah.
sometimes if I don't find a hymn, then I compose a hymn
Yes.
or just two or four lines
Yeah.
of something in order to sing for that.
That's beautiful, Father. Did it ever happen that you forgot the lyrics while you're singing and you made up something on the way?
Fortunately, that has not happened.
Okay, great.
Because I have got a very good memory.
That's wonderful, Father.
Yeah, I don't even use a script or paper for that.
Yes, I've seen that. Wonderful, Father. For those of you who know, Father, they say that you're very sweet. Why is it, Father?
I
How
don't
come
know.
everyone has the same opinion?
I don't know how sweet I am, Alicia. But two things I do is I try to be happy.
Yes.
And immediately after my ordination, I had gone to St. Joseph's Convent for a mass and I had given a homily. Incidentally, what happened was those novices
Yeah.
who heard my homily had to give a write-up about that. They had to write something about that. I was talking about life is meant to celebrate.
Mm.
And when I found that write-up, when they gave it to me, I was so thrilled. And that thing became part of me from then on, that everything is meant to be celebrated.
Yes.
And we are called to be happy. If I am happy, then I am a priest.
Yes.
If I am not happy, I am not a good priest. Because one bishop used to say, a sad priest is a bad priest.
Oh.
So a happy priest has to be a good priest.
Wonderfully
So we
said,
need to be
Father. A
happy.
happy priest is a good priest.
Yes.
Wonderful, Father. Father, before you fell in love with your vocation, was there anyone else who made your heart race? Be honest, Father. Because I'm sure there must be someone who stole your heart before God did.
Alicia, to tell you the truth, I made many, many attempts.
You did.
And nothing worked out, Alicia.
Oh,
They
that's
never
so sad.
even looked at me, So, what to do? Finally, perhaps that was the reason why I realized that God was calling me. Until after some time, I met a person called Father Bernard. And he hooked me into the congregation.
Wonderful, Father. So no love stories for Father Cyril.
There are many, but can't be revealed.
Oh, can't be revealed. Okay, Father. Father, we also heard that you were quite mischievous in your seminary days. Can you give us few examples that we can use without adding any censorship?
Oh yes, I was very mischievous, Alicia, no doubt. This Father Bernard was my prefect.
Okay.
And when he was provincial, I used to book his ticket from Coimbatore to Bangalore. Those days we had a card ticket.
Yes.
We had to book the ticket and only from that particular station.
Yeah.
And I would give him his ticket, he would travel. So I would book his ticket and this poor man would come to the railway station and be looking for me, but I would be hiding.
Why?
And the poor fellow would be tensed and wanting to get into the train.
Yeah.
Last minute I will go and give him the ticket
Sure.
and he'll rush into the train and he'll thank me for that,
Father, that's very mischievous of you.
So when I came to the seminary, he reminded me of that. You remember you used to book your ticket? You do any mischief, I'll book your ticket. he said. And so right now I had gone for a night movie one night.
In your
With
seminary
my
days.
friend. Yes, from the seminary.
Late night show.
Late night show. And I returned. When I returned, I did not come into the brother's side because Father Bernard would come and stand anytime at night outside,
Okay.
outside his room. So I went to the father's side and I went up the spiral staircase to the terrace, crossed over to this side, and I was coming down the spiral staircase on the second floor, absolutely sure that he will not be there at 2 in the morning. You see?
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Oh my gosh. Then?
But to my bad luck, there he was standing there, right there.
He got instincts.
And my head started rolling. As I came down the spiral staircase, I was looking down, I looked up at him and he was staring at me. I said, finish, tomorrow my ticket will be booked. And he looked at me, he stared at me for some time and with his rough voice he said, go man, go. I'm not as bad as you're thinking. Go, he said.
So sweet of him. You got
But that
saved.
was the end.
Yeah.
But I never slept because he would ask me in the morning where I went, no?
Yes.
So I went for a movie. It's called The Last Emperor, a famous movie.
Famous.
But I have to tell him something. So I prepared how I went to this cancer patient's house. And as I was praying, the patient was becoming better and better,
So you had a whole story cooked up to
Yeah,
tell him next day morning.
Because I never slept at night.
Okay, you were worried.
I was worried. But he didn't ask me in the morning.
Oh, so
If
sweet.
he didn't ask in the morning, he would ask next week.
Yes.
So I had little more time to
Better
prepare.
story.
Better, yes, a good story.
Elaborated story.
Elaborated and all that. He didn't ask me the next week. And finally, I thought he would ask the next month when he calls us for colloquium.
Yeah.
So by then, it had become a booklet.
Yes. Perfect
But-
story.
Yeah, perfect story, but never released.
Ayyo.
Because he never asked.
That's very sweet of him.
Yes,
We let you
yes.
go with that.
Yes. He let me go many times.
Oh, that's
With many,
nice.
many things. Yes.
So sweet of him.
That's why I'm here.
I'm sure you have more stories to tell, Father.
Yes, yes.
Father Cyril, if we would time travel to 10 years old you, what we would find you doing on a random afternoon?
Oh, at that time,
Yes.
I would be sneaking out of class.
Sneaking out of class?
Quietly, yes. Tell the teacher
Mhm.
and walk out of the classroom
You
in
were,
the afternoon. Yes.
you were bunking classes?
Yes, bunking classes. But the school was very strict
Yes.
and I used to often get caught.
Often get caught.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Between my 10 years and 14 years,
Yes.
something very beautiful happened. I decided to become a priest somehow.
When
You
you
know, I
were
was
14?
Between 10 and 14,
Between
that
10
was
and
the
14.
time. Because two things happened. A couple of Redemptorists, Father Kenny Brito and Father Frankie Menezes, had come to my parish at Santom, Chennai for an English mission.
Okay.
And that's the first time I saw Redemptorists.
Very first time.
Yeah, first time I saw Redemptorists. And I had a parish priest who was in the Redemptorist pre-novitiate and finally left and joined the Chennai Madras Diocese.
Okay.
And he was Father Adaikalam. And he also encouraged me that if at all I joined the seminary, I should join the Redemptorists.
Oh,
Means he
wonderful.
suggested that way.
Yes.
And right enough, I met these two men. And that's the time I decided if at all I will be a priest, I will only be a Redemptorist, looking at the mission that the fathers preached, and I was with them right through the mission. So
Wonderful, Father.
that was how I got my vocation to the Redemptorist fathers.
As a 14-year-old, that's wonderful, Father. And that's your first encounter with the Redemptorist, and they stole your heart.
Yes,
At
they
the
stole
very
my
first
heart.
encounter,
Yes,
wonderful.
yes.
How did your mother react to that, Father?
My mother, being a very religious mother,
Yeah.
was very happy. You know, we are 8 siblings.
8 siblings.
And I'm 3. I'm number
Third.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 elder sisters. Then myself.
Mhm.
Then I have 4 younger brothers and a younger sister.
Wonderful,
We
Father.
are 8 siblings. So my mother was always praying that at least one of her children should be a priest.
Yes.
And she was very, very happy.
Wow.
And that was perhaps the greatest gift God had given her, you know.
Yes.
And she was very happy when I announced that I would join the Redemptorists. My sister also is a nun, but she is a Carmelite nun. She is in the cloistered Carmelite in Mangalore.
Wonderful, Father.
Carmelite nun.
Wonderful, Father. To come from a very huge family, that must be so beautiful for your mother to have a priest and a nun in the house.
Yes.
How about your father? How about all your other siblings? How did they react?
My father was a very strict man. You know, actually we learnt many things in the family, everything, because we used to share everything because there's so many, you know.
Yes.
And even clothes passed down to
the younger siblings.
Yes.
True.
Only I was fortunate because I was the eldest.
Yes.
So I would get new clothes.
Oh yes, you had 4 younger brothers.
Yes, 4 younger brothers. And so, and also, since the family was very strict and only one earning member, no, one breadwinner, we had to go through a lot of difficulties and needs too. So that helped me to grow in sharing, in loving, in caring, and taking responsibility for my younger brothers and sisters.
Yes, Father. True, Father. That's so wonderful. Thank you, Father, for sharing about your family. Father, coming to your vocation and your years as priest, you have come a long way, and you have seen the church through many years, Father. What is that one thing that always felt the same for you?
The Catholic Church
Yes.
is a marvelous unit.
True, Father.
And the value system has never changed.
True, Father.
That is what is heartening. That is why I am happy to continue to belong to the Catholic Church, because the value system is still Christ's value system in the church.
Yes.
There may be people who do not live to their commitment to their full.
Yes.
So you might see some problems growing up. But as a church, our church is a church with the values of Christ still intact and still following.
Yes. Christ-centered church.
Christ-centered.
True, Father. Thank you, Father, for sharing that. Father Cyril, has the Lord ever surprised you?
Of course, the Lord has surprised me many, many times, and various types of surprises I have received from Him. I celebrated my Silver Jubilee 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Silver Jubilee of Priesthood 10 years ago.
Wonderful.
And now it's 35 years.
35 years.
And all these 35 years, I have seen the Lord so very faithful. Even though I was not very faithful to Him, but He was so faithful to me. And it surprises me how He can be so faithful.
True, Father.
And to me, although I have faltered many, many times. One of the things I am very happy is I have received this cross from my Lord. That is my, my kidney failure and the dialysis that I have to undergo thrice a week.
Yes, Father.
And my eyes sight, I'm losing sight, means I have lost one eye completely, left eye, and the right eye is very dim, you know. But I'm so happy that I received this gift. Yes. It would have been very difficult if any of my brothers or my siblings received that, you know.
Yes, Father.
So I am able to bear it. I am able not only to bear it, but to rejoice in it. Yes. As St. Paul would say, rejoice.
Rejoice in your
always,
pain.
Yes. So I am able to rejoice in my sicknesses. I am able to rejoice in my pain. And all that is the gift that the Lord has given me. I would never be able to do it without the strength of the Lord. to rejoice in pain, to rejoice in sorrow, and to rejoice even though there is a lot of things of concern.
Yes, Father. That's very brave of you, Father. But Father, even though you're going through so much in your life, you still manage to be so cheerful. Everyone who meets you, they are so happy. How do you manage it, Father?
My father was a very brave man.
Oh, lovely.
He was a very, very brave man. You know what happened? My father was alone towards the end of his life, and I was with him for a few months, and he was paralyzed on one side. So I used to exercise, I used to feed him, I used to do everything for him all alone by myself. In 3 months' time, my father began to walk.
Really, Father?
Yes, he began to walk.
Wonderful.
And my father used to be very brave. And two things I learned from my father is not to worry, not to be afraid. These are the two very important things we need.
Yes.
No worry, no fear.
No.
If you have no worry, no fear, then your life will be happy.
Such a wonderful takeaways,
Yes.
Father. No worry, no fear.
No fear.
Thank you for sharing about your father and how even in difficult times you tend to be happy and brave. That's amazing, Father. Father, you seem like someone who would love to travel. What are your favorite places that you've visited, Father?
There are many places that I have visited, but talking about travel in the novitiate, when we were in the novitiate, we had to choose a specific language apart from our mother tongue
Okay.
as a mission language. It's called a mission language.
Okay.
So I had chosen Bengali.
Bengali.
Yes, Bengali.
Why so difficult, Father?
Since I chose Bengali, I had to go to Calcutta and be in West Bengal to learn the language. And soon after my ordination, I was posted in Bengali, in West Bengal. And I used to celebrate Mass in Bengali. I used to preach in Bengali also.
Really, Father?
And many times I had the opportunity of celebrating Mass for Mother Teresa when she was alive.
That's so lovely,
Yes.
Father. Very interesting to
Yes.
choose Bengali and then move to Kolkata.
Yes.
Do you have a devotion to Mother Teresa?
Yes, of course, yes.
Wonderful.
And that was my mission language. But after some time, I was again transferred back to South India.
South India.
And I have traveled to many places, especially our Redemptorist centers in Rome.
In Rome?
In Rome, yes. And I have been to Our Lady of Lourdes,
Yes.
Our Lady of Fatima.
Lovely.
And for a little while, I worked in Australia, in Melbourne.
In Melbourne.
Melbourne,
That's
yes.
interesting, Father.
Yeah.
You've traveled a lot.
Yes, I had an altar boy
Altar boy.
in Madurai,
Uh-huh.
an Anglo-Indian boy, altar boy. He wanted to be a priest, but none of the dioceses in India took him. Finally, he went to Australia and he joined the seminary and became a priest.
A Redemptorist priest.
No, he was a diocesan priest.
Diocesan priest, okay.
And ever since he was ordained, he kept calling me to his parish. So every year I used to go and spend a few months in his parish
That's
and
so
do my
sweet.
missionary work over there.
That's wonderful, Father. Can you share a little bit more about your missionary life, Father?
Yes, the Redemptorist priest is called to be a missionary all the time.
Yes.
You know, whether you are on your work outside preaching or even when you are at home, you are a missionary all the time. You can't be idle.
Yes.
You know, a Redemptorist priest has to be a full-time
missionary.
Yes. And that way, wherever we are, we preach the word, sometimes by word or sometimes by life. And God calls us for this special purpose. And to be a missionary is to be a witness to Jesus in every possible way.
That's so true.
Because the call is God's call. It is His initiative. We are unworthy, but still He calls us and makes us worthy.
True, Father.
So, may I sing a song? A little
Sure,
song?
Father, definitely.
Which is be connected to this calling to missionary life. He calls us each by name to be one with each other, to share the gift of faith, to give love to our sister and our brother. He calls us each by name. In the stillness is the voice that speaks to me. I have created you, formed you from the clay. Live not in fear, for I have redeemed you. I call you by your name, and you are mine. He calls us each by name to be one with each other, to share the gift of faith, to give love to our sister and our brother. He calls us each by name. He calls us each by name. He calls us each by name.
Beautiful, Father. That was such a beautiful song. Thank you for playing for us.
Yes, Alicia. A vocation is something that is very, very precious. Many people do not realize the preciousness of the vocation. You know, once a grandmother brought her son to the parish priest, and she had a number of complaints about him. Yeah? Dear father, this is my grandson. I am ashamed to call him my grandson. He never does his homework. He always fights in school. He never helps his mother. He is always giving trouble everywhere. And a list of complaints. I don't know, father, what to do with this fellow. He is a useless fellow. At least make him a priest. I'm sure you're thinking that's my grandmother.
No.
Maybe.
But that's a humble request from a cute grandmother.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
But vocation is something very precious. Vocation, to receive a vocation is not easy.
True, Father.
But God, when God gives the vocation, calls us, and when we respond, it is then when the vocation flowers.
Yes, flourishes.
Yes.
True, Father. Thank you, Father, for sharing that and singing such a beautiful song for us. Well, that was a funny encounter, Father. I'm sure you have more such stories. Any parishioner came to you after Mass and said something very funny that you can't forget about it?
Oh, yes, yes. Once a very elderly man came and he said, Father, you preached a wonderful homily. But unfortunately, I'm completely deaf. I didn't hear anything he said. But how he knew that it was a wonderful homily, I was wondering. Another time, in my parish, when I was parish priest in Madurai, there were a blind couple. Blind couple. Both of them were working. They had one had a telephone booth, and the other was a teacher. So these people finally they got a son, and I used to call him Miracle Baby.
Miracle Baby.
Miracle Baby. And his name was Gerard.
Gerard.
But he had perfect sight.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yes. And when Gerard was growing, he used to bring both his parents,
Oh,
when he was
for
a small
the
boy,
Mass.
he was only maybe 6-7 years of age. He used to bring both his parents, and from the gate right to the church, and he would leave his father and bring his mother, put her on the ladies' side, and run back, take his father and bring him to the men's side.
That's so sweet of that little boy.
So one day I was celebrating Mass, and it was, I was about to say, I confess, you see.
Yes.
I just saw Gerard coming with his parents. I stopped the Eucharist and I announced, my dear people, now Gerard is coming and he's bringing his parents. So all of you just turn and watch him.
That's so
So
sweet.
the whole congregation turned and watched Gerard bringing his parents, leaving his father. He brought his mother, and then he run back and brought his father. And the whole church began to clap. They did not know why they were clapping, you see. Then I explained to them, they are clapping for you and your son. So that was another beautiful incident that happened.
Very sweet of you, Father. That's a very kind gesture. I'm sure he must be remembering about that day and that Mass forever in his life. That's very sweet.
He speaks to me now and then.
Oh, that's wonderful, Father. I'm sure you have many more stories to tell. We'll talk about that. Also, Father, you've been through so much in life. When you look back at it, the ups and downs, the pain, the laughter, what's that one thing that you're grateful about, Father?
I may say two things.
Yes.
One is my vocation. Not just the vocation itself, but the vocation to Redemptorist life.
Yes.
That makes the difference, you know.
It does.
Even if I was a priest anywhere else, I would not have experienced that joy, that calling, or that professionalism of life that we encounter as Redemptorists.
Yes, Father.
Because our formation was a marvelous formation, the Redemptorist formation. And for me, I was not a very bright student. You know? I was quite mischievous even in the seminary. But to have got through and received my ordination, because all the formators were so generous.
So generous.
Wonderful people, you know. And we had very good formators. And one of the reasons was because all our formators were elderly. You know, we had, my very first formator was Father Eustace Briganza. He would never ever suspect you of anything.
Oh.
If he wanted to ask you a question, he would ask you the question. And whatever you give is the answer. He won't suspect you. He won't say that you are telling lies. So the way they allowed us to grow, it was a marvelous thing. You know, we experienced what you call unconditional love in the seminary itself, like the Father's love. So that is the secret, or that is the source of joy. And I always like to return it to younger converts.
Younger seminarians, yes. That's such a lovely thing to hear, Father, that you had such amazing formators and you had such a wonderful seminarian life. And you're trying to carry that forward for the young seminarians who are coming. And the other thing, Father, you said you will tell two things that you're grateful about.
The second thing I'm grateful about is my life, my pains, my sickness and my suffering.
Your journey.
Yes. And I am able to carry it because it is, I never say, why me?
Yes.
I always like to say, why not me?
Very courageous, Father.
So, whatever the Lord gives is a gift.
Yes.
Yes.
True, Father. Father, since you are known for singing songs, I would like to ask you, what's your favorite hymn that you would sing forever on loop? If you could play that for us.
Yes.
I'll give you.
It's called Happiness.
Happiness.
It's composed by an American Redemptorist.
Oh, American Redemptorist.
Happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of happiness. To me, this world is a wonderful place. I'm the luckiest person in the human race. I've got no silver, I've got no gold, but I've got happiness in my soul. Happiness is an ocean wide, the sunset bathing on the mountainside. A big good heaven full of stars above, when I'm in the arms of the one I love. Happiness is a field of grain, turning its face to the falling rain. I see it in the sunshine, I breathe it in the air. Happiness, happiness everywhere. A wise old man told me one time, happiness is a frame of mind. When you go to measure anyone's success, don't count money, count happiness. Happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of happiness. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of happiness.
beautiful song, Father. Such
Thank
a
you.
beautiful song. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Father, for your time here with us today and for singing us such wonderful songs and also sharing so many parts of your life that we were not aware of and for sharing so many of your wonderful experiences. It was lovely talking to you, Father Cyril.
Thank you, Alicia. I was very happy to be here and share my life for you and for the RMC. And I also thank the RMC team for this beautiful episode.
You're most welcome, Father. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining on our third episode of Zealous Hearts. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Redemptorist Media Center. Please like, share, and also comment. Also, you can follow us on social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook. Stay tuned for coming episodes. This is your host, Alicia, signing off.